Going on, you know who it is, you know what it is. All right, man, I'm gonna just try to do a quick recap of all three fights. Just talk about the fights, try to get this out as quick as possible instead of me doing three separate videos. I'm gonna just talk about all three fights on one video. The first fight, as you know, you had Jamel Charlo winning knockout over Julian Jackson's son. For some reason, Jackson made the biggest bonehead mistake you can ever make in boxing. He got hit, with a right hook. Then all of a sudden he turns his head and starts sort of looking like he was walking away. So, Jamel came up, clocked his ass, knocked him out on his feet. He went through the ropes. Tony Weeks had no other choice but to stop the fight. I'm not really gonna get on Tony Weeks like, in some cases I have got on him. Hey, dude looked like, Tony Weeks didn't have no other choice because it looked like dude fucking quit. So, or was about to quit. So, no fault of Tony Weeks. And the funny part about it was I had Jackson ahead in the fight. He was winning the fight. He was boxing, man, he was boxing beautifully. I mean, he was, boxing, sticking and moving. He frustrated Charlo, but hey, it doesn't matter how you start the fight. You know what I'm saying? Is how it ended, and he ended up getting knocked the fuck out, pretty much. So we'll see what happens next. Now the second fight with his brother Jamal Charlo. I'm gonna say something about Austin Trout, man. Austin Trout is a tough, gritty fighter, and we don't give this dude enough credit of what a tough and good fighter he is. Most people thought he beat Canelo. Most people, I thought he won that fight. And he went on to have some, he beat Miguel Cotto. He lost to Lara, but he's a tough fighter, man. And I'm going to tell you something. That fight was pretty fucking close, man. I had it 7-5 for Charlo. Only because he landed the harder shots and he did a little bit more damage. The only thing with Trout, he had periods of the fight where he fought in spurs. He'd do some good work every once in a while, land a couple of quick combinations, did some great work in the middle of the ring, landed some good body shots, landed a couple of good uppercuts, landed some good, short right hands. I mean, he did some good work, but he just, didn't do enough to pull away. But at the same time, I could see how the judges could have had it, a split decision for either guy, or could have possibly had it a draw. So it is what it is, though. So I hope Austin Trout stay in the game, and he deserves another big fight, man, because that fight was pretty damn good. It was a pretty action-packed fight, man. Nobody can say that fight was boring. Now, as you know, Lara won a unanimous decision over Marta Rosa. I had Lara winning 7 rounds to 5 once again. Here's the problem with Lara, and I'm just gonna be completely honest. See, I keep it 100. The way he fought in that fight, if he was to move up to 160 to fight Triple G, he would not. Even if he managed not to get knocked out, he wouldn't get a decision win over Triple G. The thing is with Lara that bothers me, he's capable of just putting on an exciting clinic of a fight, just beating the hell out of somebody, but he just has periods of fights where he just won't pull the trigger, and that pisses me the fuck off because he won't do it, and I know he's capable of doing it. And that's the problem that I have with Lara. He's a great fighter, man, but I just think he needs to be a little bit more offensive minded instead of letting these fights be close. I could see him dominating fights, and if he would sit on his punches sometimes, I think he'd get more knockouts. So that's the problem that I have with Lyric. Like I say, man, I keep it real on my channel, man. I don't sugarcoat shit. I keep it 100. If he fought the way he fought tonight, even if he was to fight Triple G at 160, and he managed not to get, knocked out, and the fight ended up exactly like that, they would go with Triple G, because I know how boxing works. He would have to flat out dominate, and he needs to try to flat out dominate. And he's capable of dominating, but he just doesn't do it. But anyway, that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.